did want to make sure before we got too far along, one thing we haven't discussed is the actual naming of the school. I think a lot of people who were not involved in the process or around at that time or drive by and see the name of the school assume, of course, like Catholic schools in the United States, it's named after the Pope, but there is much more to the story than that. And we have with us Ann Carell. I should probably say this one more Carell. Ann Carell is here with us and was involved along with her late husband with the choice of not only naming the school but getting the school off to a very solid foundation. And Ms. Carell, if you would share with us a little bit about that.
I am going to, but first I've just got to say that all of this I'm hearing is so exciting. I'm almost envious that I wasn't part of the trailer. The trailer had a lot of it, just must have contained so much excitement. I'm surprised it didn't explode. But anyway, my husband Monroe and I went to Rome, but we visited with Bishop Kimmick, who was bishop at that time, and we really wanted to have an audience with the Pope. And I had a friend who wasn't even Catholic that had an audience, and I thought, well, surely that we can get in. So he, being Polish and having some influence, said he would do his best. So we go to Rome, we visited, we shopped. We still didn't know if we were going to get to go. And we were staying at the Hassler Hotel, and one day we came in, and the man at the desk said, Mr. Carell, the Vatican's on the phone. So we went right there, and they said we could have an appointment. I've forgotten the exact date. But anyway, at Castel Gandolfo, which was his summer home. So that was the next day. Oh, yes, we could go. So the hotel was so excited. He said, the Carrolls are going to see Il Papa. That's what they called it, Papa. And so we had to leave about 6 the next morning. They got a driver, and we came down, and they had little muffins and coffee all set. We got in the car and drove there. And I just would wish I could convey how we felt. We sat there for Mass with so many of the students from is that the North American College, I guess, and their chanting and singing were beautiful. And the Mass was one of them. So then at the end, the Pope John Paul invited people to stay. And he went in and took off his beautiful robe that he had on and came back in the white thing that you see them in. And so we got to go up one at a time. And I'm positive he's a saint, not because of all that's going on in Rome, but because of my reaction. We went up one at a time. And he smiled at us and talked. And it was just this beautiful awe. That's all I can tell you. It was like this, that we were in this bright light. And he just exuded his holiness. And it was just, it was life-changing. So, really, you just wanted to be so good after that. But anyway, the special feeling. So, when we returned home, and I'll tell you one other interesting thing. Monroe knelt to kiss his ring, and that's what I was planning to do. But he would not let me kiss his ring. He took both of my hands. And I asked someone later what that meant, why not? And they said it was a very great show of respect and just in love. So I felt even extra special. But anyway, so when we came home, we, of course, got in touch with Bishop Kimmick and thanked him and told him what joy it had been. And we wanted to do something good in his honor in Nashville. So we met for lunch, and he said, I really need a new high school in Hendersonville. And he said, we said, well, can we name it for him? I said, yes. So that's how it all came to be. But it really is just, I don't think think I will ever have an emotion like that again. It's just, unless maybe I'm getting into heaven. So, all in all, and then you all just took the gift, which I don't even remember what it was.
Very big.
But that made us founders, and lots of other people gave to the school too. And so then you all took it and ran with it, and oh, what a joy. It's exciting to hear all this. I haven't heard all this before. So, it was wonderful.
Of course, as many of y'all know, when you go in front of the theater, there's a, now permanently in the wall there, it's a brief summary of Anne or Carell, not just the theater, but their involvement and the crucial involvement in getting the school built.
And we will always support the school. We still do, and it will continue.